In this video, you'll see some images that I created as far back as 10 to 15 years ago. So if they don't seem too impressive by today's standards, that's the reason. However, I do think that in some ways I was ahead of my time. For instance, I was already creating 360-degree interior designs 15 years ago. These could be viewed on a tablet using a panorama viewer directly within the building even before the interior construction began. Today, this is just starting to become common in engineering circles, or perhaps it's still in its early stages, or maybe it's just not accessible to clients with average budgets. I can proudly say that 5 years ago, I was already capable of creating VR environments with depth perception. Imagine being able to walk through a house using a VR headset, seeing every detail before the foundation was even dug. With this video, I might not be showing anything groundbreaking or stunning, considering most of these images are 5 to 15 years old. Additionally, the goal was never photorealism, but rather to present versions as quickly as possible. Nevertheless, I still want to share them as a sort of memory for those involved or for anyone interested. A large part of these projects was done in collaboration with Gabor Leopold, with whom I worked for 20 years. Oh, and for those who don't know, I'm a mason, not an engineer or interior designer. Remember, Gabor and I really wanted to create the piano pattern mosaic version of this floor because we love challenges. But maybe luckily for us, the owner chose the more traditional version. These days, most people prefer minimalist design, but for us, this was probably the most creative workplace of our lives. The owners were incredibly attentive and kind, and every participant added a bit of their own ideas to the final outcome. I was truly grateful when in the end the owner thanked me for my design work and said that the house wouldn't have been the same without me. At the Line-Choki retirement home, we were once again fortunate to fully express our creativity, as we were given almost complete freedom with the design. On the left is the design, on the right is the reality. I designed this bathroom just for my own pleasure. I think its construction would have been quite a challenge. For me, it became one of my most beautiful ideas. The colors are pleasant to me, and it creates a very beautiful effect as the mosaic floor reflects off the black side of the bathtub. The imitation of the extractor hood tiles was made from cut bricks. 3,000 pieces of cut stone tiles were placed on the right column. This burgundy bathroom was also my own idea. From a minimalist perspective, it might seem quite shocking nowadays. I enhanced the sense of space in the bathroom with the idea of a full mirror wall. Unfortunately, the burgundy tile was not available at the time, so due to time constraints, the final version fell far short of the original design. I borrowed this floor pattern from an ancient Greek floor. I think it's the most beautiful design. However, it's extremely labor-intensive. Some unfinished fantasy designs from 20 years ago intended for the extremely wealthy. And finally, this work was not done by us, it was created by a friend of ours. But it was such an incredible piece that I had to share it. If you've made it this far, consider this your reward for sticking with it for watching the video.